So, Dad, it's always, you're 98 years young, and it's amazing that aviation started, what, 125 years?
1911 was the first, no, 1900, I don't know,
So about 110 years ago, or?
Yeah, no, just about, that's interesting. I think it was 1907 was the...
1907. So a little
Maybe,
over 100 years, not that
yeah,
more than 100 years.
you can Google it, ask
Right.
when was the first flight?
So the Wright brothers, did you ever have any contact or ever have any chance meeting with them?
Sure. Orville Wright came to Langley Field. He was an administrator. He was one of the National Advisory Committee for Aeronautics. The committee was composed of very affluential aeronautical people, and one of them was Orville.
How old was he at that time? About?
I know he wasn't. I was judging in his 70s now. We could check that out.
Right.
But I mean, he didn't look to be that old a guy to me.
Right. And he was still with it at that time.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, very much so. And of course, the first thing he would always do, want to come to the pilot's office and talk to the pilots, and Mel or Herbie would drive him around to get a car. He was famous
Right.
famous then too, of course.
Sure.
And so he was like one of us.
Right.
And so they had a luncheon. Of course, there was always a luncheon when he came to Langley Field. So they had a luncheon and they drove him around. So we all got to meet Orville Wright and have lunch with him. Well, of course, lunch with Orville Wright, there'd be 50 other people.
Right, of course.
The other, and then of course, I guess maybe 10 years ago, I was in Houston and had dinner with Neil Armstrong. So actually, my claim to fame, my one-liner is, I had lunch with Orville Wright and dinner with Neil Armstrong. So I've been with the guy that was, right?
Started flight?
And ended up on the moon.
Wow.
And I think more impressive, it's one lifetime. I mean, and what a short time to go from where, I mean, take a look at the pictures of that airplane flying, that little fabric-covered airplane, with one guy running alongside, with Wilbur running alongside of it, and then the shots of these guys taking off for the moon, which are, I was there at the launch of the Apollo 11, 12, and 13, so pretty dramatic.
What